All right, so we are going live officially. Took us a minute there. The game needed to update for whatever reason, and the patch that they were updating was just kind of unreasonably big, if you ask me. Like, I don't feel like they should need to do a patch that's like 5 gigabytes, but here we are. I mean, yeah, because that patch took up a considerable amount of memory off my card, but it's all good. Yeah, I had to archive my sword and shield, my shield version, so whatever. I guess I'll just not be able to play shield version for a while if I need to like transfer things from my old game, but you know, I feel like at this point I pretty much have everything transferred over that I need, so you know, we're chilling. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for being here. We're gonna be using some pretty crazy looking teams today. I technically have 7 rental teams already made for the next month, so you know, we kind of already got our options, you might say. So I'm just gonna unrent some of these old teams from myself, at least, because I'm borrowing my own teams. So I'm gonna unrent a few and then pick up one of the teams that I wanted to use today. So yeah, this is the one we're using right now. 7RPN6D. Yeah, and then we have some other options. I might try this team too, but H7SMRG. H7SMRG. Feel free to say what up in the chat, though. We are big chillin'. I might change the Iron Crown on that team to be a special attack booster, so I do want to kind of test that. 7RPN6D. Nice. So this is the team that I want to start by testing today. This is like easily one of the most silly teams I've made for the month so far, but it can do a lot. So we've got a Calm Mind Cresselia here with Ice Beam, Stored Power, Trick Room, and Calm Mind. And the leftovers, we have a Fake Out Last Resort Ambipom, Life Orb Araquanid, Choice Spec Sylveon, Diplin with Giga Drain, Recover, Pollen Puff, and Dragon Pulse, and then Heatran with Earth Power, Magma Storm, Heat Wave, and Flash Cannon. So kind of like trying to have a little fun here with the Super Sweet Syrup and bringing back Heatran, because Heatran's a good Pokemon, bringing back Cress, because Cress is a good Pokemon, bringing back Pokemon, good Pokemon. So, you know, we just big chill here. Uh-oh. Dang it. Okay. So, in that case, I'm gonna start playing in my Violet version instead. Because my Violet version is going to start me in rank 9. And I'd rather do that than whatever I'm doing now. So we are officially rank climbing in the new month. Right on, my duders. I accept. What up, Rights? How you been? Nice to hear from you. We are gonna be pulling some silly Billy stuff today. That's a lot of Gerbas. Exhausted hanging in there trying to make Wo-Chen work. That sounds exhausting for sure, my guy. Okay, so yeah, I mean we... What? Okay, so I will have to rent that team out again. 7 RPN 60. Seven RPN 60. And then, let's see, what was the other one? H7SMRG. H7SMRG. I also need to check to see if Rights, or I mean not Rights, if Critical still has my Weird Ear like he brought up to me the other day, because I actually need that back. If he does have it. But no, I'm pretty sure I actually looked and I saw that I have my Weird Ear still, so I don't know what happened. I think I just gave him a Weird Ear. Cause yeah, I have my shiny Weird Ear. So yeah, I don't know. Either way, let's game. Alright. We are using the sauce. The sauce is not lost on this one. Ooh. Tough. Super tough. Alright, so, let's think. I feel like Magma Gross feels like a good start with I mean, technically I could just start these two. Bring Dipplin, a little bit of Dipplin, a little bit of Schwipplin in the back. And then Cress, I don't feel like is amazing here. I really like Arachnid. I think that Cress can do things, but I feel a lot more solid about Arachnid in this case, so we will try to do a lot of things, as they say. Alright, tight. So interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Hydreigon has Earth power, but I do expect us to live one, so there is that. We go for the good Terra here. My dudes. Yeah, they do have Earth power, but we should live. Yep. No! Okay. Get bipped, my guy. So that is a really unfortunate miss. I think we can survive, but it does suck a lot. They bring out Milo. I'm gonna switch into Diplin and just go for the Hyper Voice again. Oh, that was a dumb play. Yeah, that was a really bad play. Fortunately, though, we do that. And then I don't know how this is going to shake up, honestly. Because if they have Flutter in the back, which I think they should, yes. I'm confident. Okay, well, hold on. Speed? Okay, good. So I'm confident that Diplin has a good chance of living a hit, which means I don't love this, but I think my best bet is gonna be to sack Heatran. I also get the feeling that Diplin won't be able to KO my Loaded, though, which is kind of bad. So we go for Water Pulse, or they go for Water Pulse. I really need this Giga Drain to do a lot, but I'm not confident. Okay, awesome. We're gaming. It's a crit. Yeah. Alright, so we win. We bring back Sylveon. We go for Pollen Puffer Dew and Hyper Voicer Dew. GG's. A little bit of sauce. A little bit of sauce, a little bit of loss. A whole lot of sauce, whole lot of loss. But no losing for us. We got a dub. And we are back in rank 10. Feels good, man. I told you this team was the sauce. We did face a Hydreigon though, so I mean, let's be honest. But we played well, you know, we had the Assault Vest, we lived a hit. This guy has Corviknight, very scary. It was a spicy meatball, my guy. Jeez. Okay, so I don't feel confident about this. I like starting Sylveon and I don't have a good matchup into this. I like starting Sylveon and maybe like Dipplin, and then Cress is kind of bad, but it feels like I have to use it. Same with Metagross. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I just don't know what to do here. Like, I would feel more confident if they didn't have Corviknight, because Corviknight checks, like, most things on my team. So hey, Corviknight's good, you know? I wonder if I've faced this person before. You always see cards that are like familiar, you know? Okay. So we're off to a bad start already. We go for... I mean, because mainly here, like... Like, what can I do? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm wondering. What can I actually do? Yeah, see, I would have just died. So... yeah, I mean, the writing is kind of already on the wall, unfortunately. Like, it's like I said, the Corviknight is ruining my entire game plan, because everything that wants to activate my team loses to Corviknight when paired with certain things on their team. So I just don't have I can't do anything. Like, I can click Trick Room and I can click Pollen Puff again, but like even that doesn't really get me anywhere. So let's just click Calm Mind and let's click Pollen Puff. Yeah. Okay. At least we got off one Calm Mind. So we now have a 60 base power stored power, right? Yeah, 60 base power stored power, meaning that it technically does as much damage as Ice Beam. and we should be able to just click pop. I should have Giga Drained them. Yeah, so we're probably gonna lose now. Cause like if I had Giga Drained them, we would be in a much better position. That crit is very unfortunate. Yeah, see that, like, not going for Giga Drain pretty much just seals it. Because that would have knocked out Ogerpon, it would have guaranteed that we should live another one. And then... yeah, so that's fine. GG's. They correctly identified their win condition, so there's no fault in that. I think I still had plays I could have made to work on getting out of it, but I just didn't. So, like, if I go for the Stored Power Giga Drain combo, that gives us a chance to start navigating out of it. In that case, we then have the low health Cresselia and the Diplin left. They have to bring something else out. They have Corviknight being weak to Heatran for the rest of the game, meaning that as long as Heatran can be in a favorable position versus the other things that we can win, right? And so, Heatran was in a good position versus Corviknight, but not versus Ogerpon, which is what made that a difficult matchup for me. And then, yeah, I think Metagross might have, or I call it Metagross because it looks like Metagross and I named it Magmagross, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it's Heatran. Heatran is big chillin'. This looks like a scary team. So they could technically start 2 Ghost Pokemon. We probably should start Araquanid here. Araquanid... honestly, Araquanid Cress is not terrible. With these two. Or wait. Who would I take out? It's fine. I think we can still win with this, but I was just thinking that it might be the case that Diplin has a decent matchup into like half of their team, so it's a little scary actually. I feel kind of confident in this pro though. Nice. So we should see Bayonet doing something a little bit scary here. Please live. Tramsh, my guy. Because they get a crit. Why? Like, dude, why? Is that necessary, my guy? Because that wasn't going to KO, let's be honest. It's a Bayonet. Bayonet sucks. That never KOs in any conceivable world, especially when you have a freaking Focus Sash Bayonet, my guy. Like, Bayonet is a pure Tramp Pokemon. It never gets KOs. So, like, I'm just saying, congratulations, you got a crit. Is it gonna win you the game? Maybe not, but it will tilt me just a little bit. So, like, hats off. Hats off. So let's just click liquidation and let's go for I feel like this should just KO, but in case it doesn't, yeah, I still think Heat Wave is the right play. Heat Wave can miss though. Like, these plays don't work in a real world. Alright, so we bring out freaking my guy. We click Hyper Voice Liquidation. Oh my god. Like, how could they do that to me? Because they're obviously gonna have Grass Terror or something. Yeah, I mean, I will wreck you if I have to, like. Why? Like, why do you go first? Literally, all of this is happening right now because I got crit with a Poltergeist. Like, I can guarantee you that that Poltergeist would not have killed. Yeah, take that again. So dumb. Because we're not gonna get a KO here. Like, we're literally just not. Yeah, GG's. I mean, if you want to miss high horsepower, though, like, I wouldn't fault you for it. I really wouldn't. You're more than welcome. GG's. Stupid freaking Poltergeist crit, my guy. Like, it's so unnecessary and rude. And it's also annoying because, like, I literally could have just brought a different Pokemon and that would have not happened. But, like, because I tried to be saucy, like, just complete failure. I don't know what that was. Like, if anything, I should have just attacked them instead of trying to go for Calm Mind. And been like, I don't know what Bayonet does, but I'll kill it. Like... Yep, that was dumb though. Like, that shouldn't happen. It's not like a... It's not a way to lose a game that makes you feel like you deserve to lose. Like, I know how I could have played it better, but it's just BS. Locked in for the online to see another team. Well, you technically can't play 2 teams, even though... Well, if you want points, you can't play 2 teams, but... I don't know. Lock in something fun. Oh, for ladder. I don't know, my guy. I got plenty of teams for you to try. Probably not this one. Let's try this with this and this. My teams, well, if you look at my teams on my rental code video, most of them aren't available anymore, so I'd need to show you what I have available for rent in order for you to look through them. So hopefully you're still here and you can hear me saying that. They restart Torn and Flubistar main, which I get, yeah. Yeah, I take that, my game. I actually do think, yeah, a lot of Torns are not running the covert right now, so there's a good chance that we're just gonna blow them up with Hyper Voice. They live. That sucks. Eat Trendy. In reality, though, it would actually be really nice to be able to preserve my Sylveon. So, I think... I think I want to do this. Because if I can get Sylveon in the position to sweep this endgame, it's going to be really good for me. So we will see Flutter going for the big damage. I really hope my Heat Wave is still able to knock them out, but I think there's a chance that Flutter is going to live at like 1 health. Yeah, especially with that. I should have just stayed in. So, in that case, this is gonna get way more difficult. I should have just stayed in. if I stayed in, we guarantee the double KO. Araquanid still has full health. We have the chance to guaranteed knock out Landorus while having something that Urshifu can't touch. So, yeah, just a really bad position here. We have a flash cannon. And it's unfortunate because it's mostly because I'm not playing it correctly, right? Like, doing that switch out completely cost me the game, because that should be Urshifu or Rotom. And what does either of those Pokemon really do against Araquanid? Like, they can definitely do things, but not that much. Yeah, that's tough. Alright, so I need to just... I mean, I'm gonna stop using this team, but if I want to use this team, I need to play it better, is the thing. Cresselia has Ice Beam, which can literally destroy both of those Pokemon. And so... yeah, I mean, there's ways I could have completely played this differently. GG's. So with that being said, let's switch teams. I will show you some of the teams that I have available rights. And yeah, we definitely want to stop using that team. Like, I think it can do things, but I'm just not playing it well at all right now. Like, at least we won the first match, so that we don't have to deal with being in low ladder. So I have this Iron Crown Spam team that we're going to be trying next. If any teams stick out to you, just say it and I'll go back to it. But I'm going to go through them kind of quickly. I have this Gouging Fire team, which is kind of standard, but it can do things, right? This team that we just used didn't really feel as good as I wanted it to. We have the team I brought to Charlotte, which is the Farigiraf Ursaluna team. The Slowbro Corviknight team that I used in the Sub-Legends tour. Then we have a King Gambit Rain team with our Chaladon, which is pretty deadly and fun. So, you know, we've got some options. And then we also have that Tailglow Volbeat Cheese Boy team. So, you know, lots of fun to be had. This team I will definitely be trying again as well soon. 86WR1V. 86WR1V. Eight, 6, WR, 1V. Truce. I'll show you. So this was the Iron Crown team. We're gonna be using this team next. It's basically an adaptation of... It's just my own version of like an Iron Crown team where I wanted to use Specs and DD again because it's just really scary, and I also figured that Reggie Draco would be a good addition to the team. It turns out that there is another team floating around that someone brought to Charlotte with Iron Crown Reggie Draco, and I think also Ogerpon. So it is a pretty good core. And then, you know, I just thought Incineroar would be good to throw on it. But it turns out that this is actually my max attack Incineroar, and I don't really like that much. So, you know, I might just need to make another Incineroar for this team, but it can do things. And I'm also considering making the Iron Crown booster special attack instead of booster speed, since we don't really need the booster speed that much, but like, you know, it does increase the synergy of the team at cost of some damage. So I think it's good, but it is what it is, you know. So if we need to adjust it by making Iron Crown a special attack booster, we can. And in testing, I actually felt like having the Psychic Terra on Indeedee would still be kind of nice because the damage is big. But, you know, this is ultimately kind of the best. So, you know, we're just doing the like optimal things at risk of technically doing like good things in a cheese scenario, you know. So and then that other team, since you said you wanted to see it, is this. So the rental code for this is X63NS4. The Gouging Fire team with King Gambit. I like this team. I was able to win my last match in USPA with it. It's just my own version of a Gouging Fire King Gambit team. So, you know, I originally started with King Gambit, Gouging Fire, Chien-Pao, I think, and then added Flutter and Amoonguss, and then I had Urshifu originally, but my friend brought up that Gouging Fire and Ogerpon Water are a really good duo, so I made that adjustment, and the team has felt solid. So, you know, I might use it today, but more than likely we're just gonna try out this this Iron Crown team, and if it doesn't do well, we'll either have to adjust the team or just use something else. So let's try to get some dubs under our belt. But I do appreciate y'all. And I do want to think about, like, what could I do in order to make that team better that we were just using. Like, technically it feels like there are instances where Hydraplin or whatever his name is would be better, but I liked what we had going, so this is kind of scary. I want to start like Torn Ogerpon with Indeedee technically Incineroar is pretty good here too, but we would need to Terra it. The same is to be said about Reggie though, right? So I think we actually probably just go for Iron Crown here. Like, we know they should have Wide Guard, but we also have the means to beat Gallade, so... Start Ninetales for this core, which is somewhat expectable, I think. We go for Rain Dance, Ivy Crudgel. I truly don't know what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. They should go for Aurora Veil. No, they go for Blizzard. Luckily Torn avoids. Ogre Pond does not get frozen, which is the important part. So out comes Hands. Don't really know why I wouldn't. Yeah, that makes sense. I did think it was a little expectable that Iron Hands wouldn't go for Fake Out, but they actually target the Ogre Pond, which is kind of bad for them. So, what should I do here? I think I want to just click Bleak Wind again and Ivy Sigil the Hands. Yeah. So the main thing here is that I want to be able to take out Ninetales. So I'm actually perfectly fine with this. We double connect Bleak Wind, which helps. We go for Ivy Sigil. And now with Ninetales gone, we should just clean up. They go for Icy Wind, which is even better for me because I can click Tailwind, so. I'm actually going to prioritize clicking Tailwind over clicking Rain Dance. Because I know I can win with what we have in the back, so Tailwind, Ivy Sigil. So let's see. We do a little. They go for Charge Beam. Why? Why? Alright, so we go for Rain Dance. We go for Ivy Sigil. Yoink. And then they might click Icy Wind again. Yeah. That's fine. We've got this in the bag. So let's bring out Indeedee. And just for the fun, we click Expanding Force and Spiky Shield. GG's. They didn't give us the satisfaction. They wouldn't handle it. Let me know if the stream is like glitchy at all or anything, you know. It should be fine. So alright, we got our first dub with the new team. Good. Let's hope we can keep up the momentum. Alright, Veil. Okay. Pretty scary team. I need to be careful about what I start. And then after that, I can kind of just try to run away with the game. So I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I mean, I do still think that should technically be best. I think there's ways in which it would feel better to like actually drop Indeedee and just bring Iron Crown Reggie Draco in the back. If not, maybe like lead Indeedee just to pressure them. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Rillaboom is such a good counter, right? So we start Torn Ogre, so I think we pretty much started the correct lead. It's a little scary. We click Tailwind. Because if they click Sunny Day, I would be making a really bad play. But why would they click Sunny Day, right? Like, does that actually make sense? They might click Taunt if they're really ballsy, but that'd be a good way to just lose. So, yeah. I go for D-Lean. I did kind of screw up right there by going for Woodhammer because we're just going to take so much recoil is the thing, so like they should definitely just bring out Rillaboom now. Yeah. So I think in that case I'm just not confident in KOing them with the Ivy Sigil, but I think there's a decent chance. We do live on 4. Okay, we are faster still. And we KO them. All right. All right. So now we have to bring Iron Crown. Out comes Tox, in comes the box. So we click E-Force. This is a little scary, but I feel good about it. The main thing is that we don't know how fast Toxtricity is. So if I don't KO them with E-Force, we're actually in a kind of bad position. They do live, but we go first, so GG. Nice. Alright. We take it. I don't feel like it was really worth it to try to stall by clicking Spiky Shield Rain Dance, but I could have. It would have technically just given them an accurate Bleak Windstorm, so I think we played well, you know? Like, even with the Woodhammer damage, we were still able to live and then retaliate with crucial damage. Ooh. This could be scary. I think the main thing that I want to do is start like Torn and Dee and then figure it out from there by bringing like Iron Crown and I guess Ogre Pond. I really like Reggie Draco here though. So we'll see. I actually think Ogre Pond might have been my best play because it's a way to, you know, get around a Mucus, which is always good. So, Flutter, yep. In that case, we just click Tail Engine Force. They're gonna go for the big damage, which is a little bit scary. A little scary Jerry here. But we do have the damage. So as long as Indeedee lives, which I'm actually not confident in, we have a good way out of this. Because I actually think we'll still KO them with E-Force, with 2 E-Forces through Light Screen. No guarantees, but yes, there you go. And then we live. So, is there any reason that I need to conserve? Because I'm actually thinking that it might be in my benefit to switch into Iron Crown now and then go for the E-Force again. Like, they should protect. They actually withdraw. That's the goon. Okay. So we do need to be really careful. because if we play incorrectly, we will lose because of that. Spirit Break is the correct play. Bring Draco back. We go for Terra Water. Go for Tachyon Cutter. Terra. Dragon Energy. I actually think I might be misplaying this. But yeah, no, I'm probably not. Because we should be prioritizing getting rid of the moon, but they do, fortunately for us, do that. Unfortunately, ooh, we get a crit. Alright, that changes things. We are still in this. If they don't bring Flutter Mane back out, we need to kill Roaring Moon at all costs. That is not Flutter. That is a Moon. Still scary. Unfortunately, it does mean that I have to click Expanding Force Dragon Energy. And it's a really good way for me to lose the game. So I think they're doing really good at playing to their outs. We do fortunately have them not protecting, but at... Ooh, crits again! Why are they giving me more crits? Why? This Dragon Energy is probably just gonna Oko them. But, yep. Oh my god, I'd be salty. I'd be so salty. That was like the worst turn of events you could ever have if you're my opponent. Like, we just get the big crits, followed by the big crits. GG. Oh, man. Alright. Well, we did not necessarily deserve that win, but I think we still had ways to play into our outs, if that makes sense. More than likely, the what's-his-face was gonna go for Spirit Break, which means I was gonna be at -1 special attack. I wouldn't take that much damage, but they would have the chance to retaliate with knockoff the next turn, which is probably what would lose me the game, right? So yeah, I mean, the only way to really secure the win would have been to click Protect and then Tachyon Cutter, and then Terra Tachyon Cutter the next turn. I think. Like, it's such an awkward scenario, but yeah. This is scary. I think we can technically start Indeedee Torn and then bring Ogre Pun, Reggie. I mean, it doesn't feel amazing, but it feels slightly better than bringing Iron Crown. Like, Iron Crown's actually not that good here. Incineroar is actually kind of good here. We just need to take out Um, we just need to take out Landorus and Urshifu. But I do need to remember that I have like a max attack Incineroar, which means it's not hitting hard. Or I mean it's not living hits well, even though it hits hard. So we'll see. Because I can't really just lead like Ogerpon, Regidraco, right? Which in some cases is kind of nice to do. They do that. I think that makes sense. That does put me in the position to potentially win if I can pull this off. If we're lucky, they'll go for Taunt, which again is not a good play. Yeah, so if we're lucky, they'll have Slow, which they shouldn't. If we're lucky, we'll live, which we shouldn't. Hey! Yeah! Please just KO. Yeah! Yo. Indeedee is a monster. Indeedee. Indeedee, no. We might just win now. Oh my god. Insanity. Alright, that's the first step to getting out of this. Now we do massive damage with a single target E-Force, even though it's not very effective. They click Dazzling Gleam. We bring out Incineroar. I think. Technically, I kind of want to bring out Ogerpon first. Cause, okay. So we click Bleakwind Storm. We click Ivy Sigil. We're in a pretty good position here. Hitting them would help. You know, hitting our moves is always nice. But we have a pretty strong leg up already. We just kind of need to like pull it off, if that makes sense. So they are gonna Terra. That kind of helps me at the moment. It doesn't like perfectly help, but it does help a little. We are gonna be the first thing to move, so we need to, like, this kind of matters a lot what happens right now. Please hit. Okay, we double hit. That's the first step to pulling this off. Because now that Indeedee's gone, we're getting somewhere. Oh my god, we're gaming so hard. We are freaking gaming. We get the speed drop. We just win. Oh my god. What a freaking set of matches, dude. That might just get us back to Master Ball tier, like it really might. I wasn't paying attention. But it certainly was fun. I will tell you guys that. And I do think that the speed raise was actually important for facing opponent Tornadus teams, which was ultimately the reason why I did it. Boom, 96 in the world, my guy. Freaking top 100 Psy Spam team. The real question is, do we keep climbing? And I have to say yes. I mean, like, I'm gonna play until we lose. Because I never actually make rank climbs. In fact, if we lose, I'm gonna switch teams and keep trying until we lose maybe one or two more. Because, like I said, I don't rank climb. So, you know. Okay, this is a scary team. Because, like, how does this actually win me the game? Right? We can start Torn and Didi. We can bring Iron Crown. And then I do also really like Regidraco here. But we basically need to conserve our Terra and or something like that carefully in order to navigate what their team has to offer. So Chi Wim, I think, makes sense. Not technically a good lead on our part, because what do I do, right? Like, technically, I want to, like, try to do this at risk of just losing. So it looks like they are gonna maybe not go for Tailwind. Nice. So we just KO Win. They go for Heat Wave. We unfortunately get buckled by it. And then we bring out Crown, I guess. Like, what do we do? I'm gonna bring out Regidraco first. Yeah. So, I want to click Dragon Energy. And then just go straight for the Bleak Wind, like... Yeah, so they should withdraw Chiyu for... Probably indeed. Chenpao's actually really nice to see here. Because this double connect means we might just win the game, right? Our Chowdong lower speed, they get the stamina, but we get the dragon energy. And this is starting to look pretty rough for our opponent here. Especially if they go for Breaking Swipe, because that doesn't win them the game at all. I feel pretty comfortable just clicking E-Force, Dragon Energy, and winning, right? So, yeah. Sorry, that's what I was trying to check. Okay, so we have Tailwind for 2 more turns. We pretty much just click Dragon Energy. And... E-Force, I mean... GG's. Nice. So, I mean, all they really had to do if they wanted to win this was just click Tailwind. I mean, they were afraid of clicking Tailwind because I started in DD, right? And, like, that's kind of the benefit of my team, right? Like, you don't really know what's gonna happen until it happens, like... So, yeah, I mean, we pulled it off. Feels good. The Hyper Voice did quite a lot. Which is always nice, you know. So, little Specs Hyper Voice. That will bring us up to top 80. I just want to bask in the moment, you know? I don't want to ruin it. But I do want to keep climbing. I mean, the problem is that it's 1 in the morning, right? Like, but we'll keep doing it justice. We'll play until we lose. Ooh, there you go, Berendu. Alright, we got a scary team from our opponent Brendu here. I'm gonna start Torn Indeedee with I don't think that I have amazing answers here, but I think I have ways that I can play, right? Something I could do is lead like this with these 2 in the back. So this might not be perfect. Because, like, they should kind of know what to do here. You go Chempao D-Knight. You go Ogre Drago. I think this is kind of obvious though, like if you ask me, so I don't know. I don't really think this is that good of a play. They are gonna Terra E-Speed though, it looks like, so we're part of the way there. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Ooh, that's a little bad. Yes! Well, okay, so they do actually have to withdraw. So... they don't withdraw. They might double withdraw. This could be interesting. Uh-oh. Alright, so we will kill the Dragonite, which is good. But we lose our Indeed, which is a little bad. Fortunately, we do have some good tools in the back, so we're not out of it. Or did I bring bad tools? I brought bad tools. Ugh. They're not terrible tools. They're not terrible. We have to click Tailwind. So, I was really hoping that I would have Incineroar in the back here. Not having Incineroar gives us a pretty big possibility of losing this game. I think Incineroar Ogerpon or Incineroar Tornadus felt like the best thing to have here, which unfortunately we don't. They go for Sacred Fire on Torn, they miss. Kind of a saving grace for me, unfortunately for them. I do want to just go straight for the Bleak Windstorm and the Dragon Energy. They do that to try to reduce the damage. They lose some HP, they go for Grass Slide to also try to reduce the damage. We double connect Bleak Wind, we knock out Rillaboom, we're getting somewhere here. We crit the Rillaboom, incredibly rude. We get Dragon Energy. We almost KO Entei. Unfortunately, almost is not a real thing. So... we are kind of on the back burner here, but we're not out of it. So, Bleak Wind again, Dragon Energy again. I think we have a good chance of winning this. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're gaming. Oh my god. Guys, what do we do? I wanted to play until I lost, and we keep winning. But I want to go to bed. But how often do I successfully try to make a rank climb to number 1? You know what I mean? We played well, you know, we played that one well. Yo! Alright. Rank 28. Alright, Florian. Ooh, this is a scary team. This team will test us. For sure. Alright, this team might end our run. Let's be honest. They start through this domain and P2. Unfortunately, not having the special attack raise, or I mean not having the special attack raise will give us a pretty good chance of not KOing them. I have to go for E-Force. I don't want to have the Terror Ring. I think I targeted the wrong slot with my E-Force too. If this hits the Flutter, we're in a pretty good position, but I think I targeted P2. Yeah, that sucks. Now, who do I need more? I honestly think I kind of messed up by not just going for the damage there. So I think we're gonna lose. Because, look, that was a 2-shot. So what can I do to get back into this? Because I do feel like we're in a pretty bad position. I have to click... Like, you have to remember, we actually could have gotten a KO on turn 1 on this Flutter main. So, like, it would have cost us... it would have cost us our Iron Crown, but it probably would have been worth it, is the thing. So we have to bring Reggie Draco out and then, like... hope that it can somehow win us the game. We go for E-Force, Dragon Energy. Like, it's really the only thing I can do right now. If anything, what I could do is withdraw. But, okay, so what did I sack? I sacked my ogre pawn. Yeah, so no, I think we had really definite ways of winning this. We just had to give up our Iron Crown. We also should have protected there, so let's see how much damage we take here, or we do. Dang. Okay, so I really had a chance of winning if I had just protected. That's kind of crazy. I still do have a chance of winning. We're just kind of in a bad position here. So, let's see. Yeah, they do have Ice Beam. So what would have happened would have been we click Protect Dragon Energy. Next turn we click... I mean, we technically have to click Focus Blast Dragon Energy the next turn. So, I think they played well. We definitely, I think, had outs if we did not sack the Ogre Pawn. But what did we bring in the back? So I think if we were able to play well into a Ogre Pawn Incineroar endgame, starting in DD with Iron Crown, getting the KO right away on the Flutter, because we did have the ability to take out Flutter. We just needed to actually go for the damage right away. So basically, yeah, I mean, I would have had to start in DD Iron Crown, bring in Sin in the back, switch in Sin the second turn to get the Intimidates, and then just kind of have to play from there. Like, if I could, I might be able to see good results by still bringing Regidrago, but I do feel like their team was decently well positioned to deal with what I had. So GG's. It was a good set of matches, right? And you know, we'll be plenty high in the ranks if we want to, you know, try to do more, I guess. Let's actually switch teams and try doing another one. So I do actually want to try this team. Bridge. And we say charge Brave. Right? All my homies say charge Brave. Okay. Torn is going to be important. We unfortunately kind of need Torn here. The Good Sir is going to be important. Lando Dringus, also important. It is the Dringus. It is Lando. Rob Schneider. Technically important. It's just that if they have Hershey water, Rillaboom would be really nice to bring. But besides that, I think this is the right thing to do. So we'll see. We do start the church bridge. We click taunt, I guess. Go Pterosaur's hands. Alright, so we put Sword Stance. Tailwind. All my Cortos, Jorto. This is really not a terrible position to just do this though. So a quick Tailwind. I would have really liked to... Yeah, okay. So we need to be careful here. But I think we're playing well. Yeah. Yep. So we go for Taunt again. Go for Uckers. Go for Taunt again. Go for Sword Stance. And at that point, they probably just... Let's hope this is torn again. Okay. Good play. Go for Sword Dance again. They should be starting to get very scared. They go for Dragon Pulse. And then... Yeah, so now we're in a pretty good position here. We click Lando Dringus. We can go... Sludge Bomb Uckers. Feels appropriate to me. So I think we're in a good enough position. Uckers, Sludge Bomb. This should be in a pretty bad position now. So, we'll see what they bring out. That is, I'm assuming, the last Pokemon. Alright. I feel okay about this. That's really good damage. Goodbye to Amoonguss. And in that case, I think we have them pinned, so they do not go for a play. Good play. But I do think we have them pinned, like I said, so we just go for Sludge Bomb twice and Sucker twice. Yeah. So, Sludge Bomb again. Sucker again. Then we win. So GG's. Yep. Nice. So very well played on our part. I do really like this other team. I think it has a lot of potential. I am gonna call it for the night though. I'd love to keep trying to make a rank climb, but I just don't. It's not that I don't have it in me, but like, I'm not gonna get rank 1. Like, I'd love to say that I could, but if I really want to earn it, I can just try tomorrow. Like, sure, it's gonna be harder to do because there will be more people in the high ranks, but to me, it's already enough of a feat to, yeah, like, to be able to hit rank 35, you know, so we take it. I think we've had a good night, you know. I think we showed what these teams can do, like, when we're not using cheese crappy teams, you know. So, I do want to keep playing though. I would love to hit rank 1. It's all good. It's all good. So, I don't know. Let's you know what? Let's try to film a video. We've got a video to film here. It's a little late, but we got matches to play. Alright. Ooh. Fun for everyone. Okay, so... Corn. I do think Landodringus is still an incredibly solid Pokemon. I just don't know if I want to lead it.
Like, I kind of want to start this and then bring this and kind of this. Not really though. I do think this could be good here. We just need to be careful. So we're gonna try to play just 3 matches with this team. Hopefully we can get at least 2 wins. If I get 3 wins, I'll keep playing, but I don't know yet. So we technically did not start the right league. We can click Tailwind and Woodhammer pretty freely. Christ. You got a freaking scarf over there? Look at that damage. Alright, so I do know what I have to do in order to win this, which is at least a good thing. We click Rain Dance. We go for... Unfortunately, I probably could have just stayed in and carried them with Woodhammer. But at least with this, we will now have the chance to get the plus whatever. They're in a pretty bad position. So we bring out Landorus. And I do think we can pretty comfortably just click Sandseer Storm and Electroshock. So I think we're playing pretty well here. As long as we KO the Reggie Gorgonzola, we're in a pretty decent position. And I like to think that a +1 Electroshock can always do that. If not, a Sandseer Storm will. So, they're actually going to withdraw, which puts us in a pretty good position. Weezing comes out, neutralizes some Goose. They go for Fake Out, they get dunked on. Just a little neutralizing Goose. Just a little Goose to neutralize. They're in a pretty bad position. We go for... GG's. Yep, there's no way to win. I mean, they had such a leg down after being put in that position, so pretty quick commanding win on my part, which is good. Good feeling. And I mean, really it's because they were expecting me to protect Landorus, but the way that I look at turns like that is like, you can only stop me from doing one thing, and I'm really only threatened about one thing. So as long as I can make sure both things that I can do can take out your one thing that's actually a threat, what do I care? You know what I mean? So it's like, sure, fake out Landorus, I'm still going to electro shot, one shot your whatever his face is. If you fake out Archaladon like they did, I click Sandseer Storm and we get games. So if they didn't switch out for Wheezing, we actually would have just one-shot the Incineroar because we had the Sheer Force activated still. So yeah, it was such a hard position for them to get out of. Like, and really it's because I set up the Tailwind, so, and the Rain Dance. Like, the Rain Dance and the Tailwind, they just couldn't do anything. Like, alright. So... again, we have Tornadus. Tornadus gives us a pretty decent leg up in this match. I kind of actually like starting Rillaboom Tornadus. I think something we're seeing is something that I've already noticed about this team, which is that you don't use Farigiraf, like, ever. Unless you're facing Chempao, which is why we have Farigiraf, right? Where do I start? It's such a hard question. I think the safest start is almost always just Lando Dringus. I mean, like, if you're a Dringus, why not Lando? Like, yeah, I don't think it's perfect, but I like that card. That's a dope card. If you're a Dringus, why not Lando? Tailwind. Technically, if I was able to one-shot them that turn, I didn't need to make that play, but it felt like what I should do. So we go for Tailwind. They go for Surging. I just don't know if they have the Sash. That's the problem, right? Like, if they have the Sash, then I, like, needed to make that play really badly. They will go for Thunderbolt. Hopefully I can live it, but no, we don't. So, what that tells me is we basically have one turn to click Fake Out Sandsteer Storm, and then we need to adjust. So we go Sandsteer Storm. Fake Out. They do have Detect. Okay, so that makes me think that I was playing correctly. There's a really good chance that they actually have the what's it called? The thing that I was concerned about. But in this case, we just click this. So we're not out of the waters yet, but I think we can pull this off. Alright. That's a little scary. They actually should probably be faster than me, right? Which makes this more difficult. So, yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, so what do I do to get out of this now? The biggest benefit we have going for us is that we know that they're locked into that right now. So I can just keep pressuring this slot with Earth Power while clicking. Technically, I have to click Flash Cannon right now. They do click Spiky Shield. I did not make the right play here, so we actually probably lose. Ooh, damn, that sucks. Alright, so very well played Landorus game. I have been saying that Landorus regular is really good still. And one of the main reasons that it's good is that it actually counters Landorus Eye, interestingly. Landorus Eye does not handle Flying Terror Blast well at all. And it's a way that I personally have been able to beat Landorus Eye in the past to decent success. So, you know, kudos to them for playing to their outs, of course. I think if it is the case that a life orb, if that like a Terra boosted sludge bomb could just one-shot Landorus, that actually would have been my best play. Yeah, okay, so I did technically play that incorrectly, because you go for the life orb sludge bomb on Landorus. If it does KO, which I don't think it should, you get redirected into the Spiky Shield. If the Tailwind is still up for one turn, you do have a chance. If the Tailwind goes away, you just lose. So, yeah, that's kind of how it shakes up. But it was a well fought game on both ends, right? And let's look at that rental team again. before we end, but we will be ending in top 50 with this team for the night, and that does feel good still. So yeah, let's look at it. Sorry. So here's the team that we were just using. We never needed Farigiraf, but I do think Farigiraf is pretty crucial to this team comp when it comes to facing Chien-Pao Entei teams. One of the reasons why I've been leaning towards feeling a little bit okay about dropping Farigiraf is that we're not actually seeing Chente being used that much anymore. Like, we faced one Chien-Pao team, I think, in this whole ladder climb tonight, and yes, it was nice to have ways around it, but the other version of this team that I built, which has Pre-Marina, technically can also do that. But it also happens that the other version of this team I built has Pre-Marina over Archaludon instead of having Pre-Marina over Farigiraf. And so what it turns out, it really is that Farigiraf plus Pre-Marina is an amazing answer to Chien-Pao Entei. But, you know, we didn't face any Farigiraf any teams in this climb with this team that Farigiraf was needed. But that being said, I mean, there is cause to say that, like, I might have actually been able to just win by clicking Bleakwind Storm Earth Power turn 1, or like Bleakwind Sandsteer Storm turn 1, and just hoping that I hit things, and then going from there, right? So, like, I actually do think there was other ways to play that could have been successful, but, you know, it is what it is. I do think it's a really scary team, and just talking about it really quick, like, the main idea, of course, is that it's really a rain team, right? So, like, you have a lot of Pokemon that like to be in the rain. King Gambit, Rillaboom, Archaludon, all and Landorus, you know, they all have their own sort of special, unique synergies in their own ways with rain, right? Like, Rillaboom and King Gambit just love decreasing fire damage. Archaludon has the Electro Shot stuff going on, also has Grass Terra, and then Landorus has Sandseer Storm, which is great in Trick Room, or I mean in Rain, right? And then on top of that, we actually have a Water Terra Farigiraf with Water Terra Blast, right? So a little bit of sauce going on here, you know, like, what if we just want to lead Tornadus Farigiraf, right? And click, you know, freaking Tailwind Hyper Voice followed by, you know, Terra Blast and something, right? Like, it's a fun team. It can definitely do some pretty scary things, but we are cheesing people just a little bit, you know, in some ways. I mean, I actually think this isn't a very cheesy team, but if we can say anything, I think if I had gone for KOing Urshifu right away and been able to manage having Tornadus live the turn by maybe Terrang or something, it would have been a completely different game. And so, like, I think that's what I could have done, right? Is I could have gone Terra Ghost Tornadus on turn 1, go for Bleakwind Storm Earth Power. And by doing that, it feels a little bit bad because we don't know if they have the Scarf or not, but I was assuming they had Sash. If they have Mystic Water, Tornadus always KOs them with Earth Power. And maybe that's a risk I should have been willing to take, but it really didn't feel like a risk that I could take in that moment. So all in all, I really enjoyed using the team. I enjoyed using the other team. If you didn't see that video, I'm assuming I posted it before this, so go check it out, right? But,
I'll be reposting these as videos over the next day or two because we definitely had some fun climbs in today's stream, and thank you to the homies who tuned in for it. So, I hope you have a good night, or whenever you're watching this, right? And peace out.